I want to quickly talk to you about how to find a mail storage provider. Let's have a conversation about that. So before we get into the nitty gritty, here's the overview I want you to really pay attention to. So what are the digital mailbox features you need to consider this year? First of all, you want to look at the number of addresses. Okay. So when we talk about mail storage provider, we're talking about a lot of opportunities, but a lot of geographies to consider. And the question is, you want a mail storage provider? How many locations do you want? How many businesses do you want to register? Do you have one business, multiple businesses? And if you have multiple businesses, there is a possibility to get discounted pricing for your mail storage provider. And you also have to think about the mobile app. Do you need to manage your operation on the go? And because some entrepreneurs are comfortable managing their operation through a desktop, some are managing their operation through tablets, and some through apps. So you want to inquire from the provider if there is a mobile app for smartphones, and also you want to see whether or not there is a check deposit that comes with the mail storage provider. So because some mail storage providers will help you, they will provide ancillary services around check deposits, and they will charge you on a per deposit or in a consolidated manner. You also have to look at the account security. So you got to receive assurances when it comes to account security. Here we are speaking about digital security, but also physical security. So your mail will be stored at a facility, at a warehouse, what have you. And so what's the security protocol around that warehouse? This is really important to have a clear idea about that. And also mail storage itself, the storage itself, how is it going to happen? Is it happening? How is it happening electronically? How is it happening physically? So this is important also to have a clear assurance around that. What about integrations? Now, if you are looking for a mail storage provider, you need to really understand that you got to have the right one, but also that service must integrate with applications in your existing stack. So when we talk about a mail storage provider, be sure that the integrations are there, especially applications that you use traditionally in your operations. For example, QuickBooks or Xero or Wave or even Slack. And also, you want to pay attention to the pricing as well as the overage fees that they're charging you if you go beyond. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you. Make yourself comfortable. We are going to have a wonderful conversation about how to find a mail storage provider. Here is a bonus I want to share with you. First of all, when we talk about mail storage, we're talking about digital mailboxes, and we're talking about benefits for all kinds of constituencies. So if you are a traveling professional, you will love to have a digital mailbox. You will love to have to sign up with a mail storage provider. A traveling professional, you can actually work in the States, or you can work outside overseas. You can be an independent professional, a digital nomad. You can be a remote worker who chooses to travel. You can be a traveling CNA, for instance. Okay. Also think about contract workers. So if you are a contract worker, you will love a digital mailbox because of the flexibility and also because of the assurance and the privacy. They have the privacy certification here. And if you are a small business owner and you do not have a physical location, for instance, if you have a Shopify business, an online business, then you might need a digital mailbox to actually help your operation. So you will love a mail storage provider for that as well. And the thing is, when we talk about digital mailbox benefits, in other words, mail storage provider benefits, you have remote access, you have informed delivery, you have environmental friendliness, you have time and cost savings. So this is kind of cool. And you also have the aspect of mail archiving. So this is really good. And if you're looking also for a mail storage provider, the provider can actually give you all kinds of functionalities revolving around mail scanning and content preview. So you are able to see exactly the mail before the mail is stored. You can see what kind of mail it is. You can see what to do with it, because in some cases you can choose not to store the mail. You can choose to dispose of the mail. You can choose to destroy it. You can choose to shred it, depending on the sensitivity of the data. So everything is possible. The cool thing is that you have flexibility from the mail storage provider as to what to do with the mail once gotten. So this is kind of cool. So overall, you have to really think about what really is important for you. And the question is, do you have one business or do you have multiple businesses that you have registered with this mail storage provider? So all kinds of possibilities are actually exist when it comes to your features that you need to have. Boss, I want to quickly remind you once again of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to find a mail storage provider. Let me give you a few pro tips here, and when should you consider a mail storage provider. The thing is that when we talk about a mail storage provider, you have all kinds of scenarios that really will dictate or will trigger the need for a mail storage provider. For example, let's say you require mail and package consolidation. In other words, you are handling mail volume that becomes a little complicated for your back office to handle mail and package consolidation. So you want to outsource this operation. So this is kind of cool. So if you receive mail and packages from multiple sources, a mail storage provider can consolidate all your deliveries in one place, making it easier to track and manage shipments. So this is really good. If you desire to have enhanced mail security and privacy, also you might look for a mail storage provider. And this is kind of cool. And also operating a small business or online venture, for instance. Do you have a WooCommerce business? Do you have a BigCommerce business? Do you have a Shopify business? Do you have an eBay business? Then you might need to find a mail storage provider as well. And if you are performing remote work or you have a digital nomad lifestyle, you also might appreciate the convenience and the efficiency that comes with having a mail storage provider. Okay. Because the thing is, if you are, let's say, if you are transitioning to remote work or embracing a digital nomadic lifestyle, a mail storage provider can actually provide a reliable and centralized solution for handling mail while you are on the move. Okay. And if you have been planning to travel for extended periods also, you will love actually to have the amenities and the functionalities that come with having a mail storage provider. Okay. So when you are planning to travel for an extended period, whether for leisure, work, or as a digital nomad, a mail storage provider helps with managing your mail and packages from anywhere in the world. So this is kind of cool. So overall, you have a lot of scenarios that will dictate you looking for a mail storage provider to kind of handle your mail from a back office perspective. Now, let me give you the steps you need to follow here. If you want to find a mail storage provider, here are the steps you need to really pay attention to. First of all, you want to evaluate your needs. You need to write down on a piece of paper your needs. What are the things that you really want to have? What are your must have and your nice to have? Okay. So you want to think about the number of recipients you want to enroll, your expected mail volume. So we're talking about regular mail, but also junk mail. Think about package handling and additional services like mail forwarding or mail scanning. So you want to identify your specific requirements. And then what you want to do here is you want to research available providers. So when we talk about mail storage providers, we're talking about the available providers that really fit your needs. Okay. And look for reputable virtual mailbox service providers. You want to compare and contrast their features, pricing plans, and user reviews to find the one that best aligns with your needs. Okay. And then what you want to do here, you also want to pay attention to location. So if you are in a situation where location plays an important role for you, you want to see the kind of geographies you want to focus on. If you are here in the States and you say, listen, I want to zero in on a few states, let's say Delaware, Florida, New Mexico. I want to focus on California, New York. Then you want to see if the mail storage provider has locations in the states that you want to focus on. You also want to verify security and privacy. Now, security and privacy are quintessential when it comes to mail storage provision, especially if you have multiple businesses. And when we talk about there is certain mail, operationally speaking, that is more sensitive than others. Okay, for instance, when you talk about let's say mail that you receive from the state authorities, mail that relates to your registered agent. Those pieces of mail are kind of sensitive. They have sensitive data. So just make sure that you have all the right information here. And so you want to research the security measures in place to protect your mail and personal information. Look for services with secure online platforms and strict privacy policies. Also, you want to consider additional services and integration, including integration to Google Drive, OneDrive, and Dropbox. Fantastic. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to find a mail storage provider. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about the fact that when you talk about mail storage, what is it really? Because when we talk about mail storage, this is not just of physical mail. We're talking about electronic mail also, because mail is mail and mail takes space. So when you actually are asking the mail storage provider to store your mail, be ready to pay something extra. You're going to have to pay something extra. The question is, how much mail are we talking about? Physically and electronically. And the thing is, for electronic reasons, you might have to sign up for a dedicated service provider, such as Dropbox or Google Drive or Microsoft Drive, to really have a clear idea. Okay, OneDrive, that's the name. To have to just have peace of mind. Or you can just accept to pay extra fees for storage with the provider. Now, there are some mail storage providers that will give you the first 30 days free, so they won't charge you anything. So you can actually store as much mail as you want, and across multiple geographies and multiple accounts. However, after 30 days, they'll start charging you, and those costs can add up real quick. Okay, mail storage cost can add up real quick. So be very careful about how you manage the different mails that you want to handle through the mail storage provider. So this is really important. But overall, the good thing is that you have the opportunity to go with mail storage, to have mail storage services, but also you can think about mailboxes also. And when we talk about mailboxes, we're talking about business mailboxes and personal mailboxes. In other words, you are able to redirect the type of service you want to have from the mail storage provider. For instance, if you have, let's say you have more mail on your business side than on the personal side, then you can say, you know what, I just want to really focus on the business side, and then maybe cancel the personal mailbox side. Now, as you grow, as you actually scale, and you give more business to the mail storage provider, you can negotiate a bespoke price, and that you can actually handle, and that they will be comfortable with, they can be comfortable with as well. So kind of have a win-win proposal. Let me give you a winner here. So when we talk about mail storage providers, you have a lot of great providers in the industry. We have reviewed a few of them on other videos, but in today's conversation, I want to share some of those providers with you. For instance, there is one that we love a lot, and this is Anytime Mailbox. And Anytime Mailbox is one of the largest digital mail storage providers, and they have about 2,000 staffed locations around the world. We're talking about staffed locations, okay? This is not just like a decrepit warehouse somewhere in the woods or in the desert. No, we are speaking about staffed locations, and the service offers virtual mailing addresses in most major U.S. cities and in larger cities worldwide. So this is kind of cool. You also have a Post Scan Mail, another great player. So this is a virtual mailbox service that offers mail scanning, mail and package forwarding, physical mail storage, and local pickup. This is really good. And you also have a USA To Me. So here is a player that provides mail and package forwarding services from physical addresses in the US. And they offer a web-based mail manager that lets you manage incoming mail with options to request, to scan content, discard, or forward. And so this is really cool. You also have InkFile. It's another player here. We love InkFile a lot because InkFile, they are present in 47 states plus the District of Columbia. And so they actually do a lot of company formation, but they also provide ancillary services when it comes to mail storage provision. So this is really good. And you also have US Global Mail. This is another player that we love a lot here. And it's really, this company is among the most well-known virtual mail service providers. And so they offer real addresses in 23 US states in the District of Columbia. So if you live in California or Texas, you can choose to pick up mail from the warehouse. They have a warehouse in Houston, Texas, and Concord, California. So this is really great. Another player we love is Alliance. So Alliance is really fantastic when it comes to their offer, as well as you have Traveling Mailbox. So again, I'm talking to you here about some of the players that we have reviewed on this show, and they're really great. So Traveling Mailbox is also really great when it comes to mail storage provision. Another player I want to share with you is Virtual Post Mail, so VPM. So this VPM is a mail storage provider that offers a real street address in 4 states. You have California, Delaware, Florida, and Nevada, and this is really good. You also have Earth Class Mail. So Earth Class Mail is they offer individual and virtual mailbox options that include mail scanning, shredding, forwarding, and check deposits. So when we talk about a mail storage provider, you have all kinds of services that you can have either in conjunction with the mail storage provision or as part of an all-in-one package. You also have a service that we love a lot, and this is PO Box Zone. So PO Box Zone offers mail storage provision and also virtual mailing addresses in Wyoming and Nevada. So both locations are great, and you can receive all your packages there. You also have Switch. Switch is another great mail storage provider that is really helping you in terms of managing your mail from a streamlined point of view. So this is really great. You have another player that we love a lot here. It's called Sasquatch Mail. Sasquatch Mail will help you, and Sasquatch Mail is actually in 6 states only, but they're really good too, though. I mean, they provide mail storage provision in California, Delaware, Florida, Idaho, Illinois, and Wyoming. So they offer mail scanning, forwarding, and virtual office services. And packages can be forwarded to any location with no postage deposits. It's just fantastic. And they also provide free shredding and recycling. Wonderful. Another player I want to share with you here is Northwest Registered Agent. So Northwest Registered Agent does provide mail storage provision in all 50 states, in addition to registered agent services. So this is Northwest is pretty reliable. They've been in this business for more than 20 years. It's a family business. We love the fact that they actually have been very stable for the last 15 years. It's just fantastic. Another player I want to share with you here is Physical Addresses, and they also provide mail storage provision and in all 50 states. This is really wonderful. And another player I want to share with you here is iPostal One. iPostal One is one of the top mail storage providers in the country, okay, and around the world, by the way. But around the world, they have locations all over the place, literally. And so their virtual address options include prestigious locations like New York's Lexington Avenue or Fifth Avenue that can add a little prestige to virtual business at a low cost. So this is really good. They also offer virtual office services like phone and fax forwarding if needed. So fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I explained to you how to find a mail storage provider, and I actually gave you an overview about the whole conversation, and then I explained to you the pro tips. I also gave you the bonus as well as the steps you need to follow to find a mail storage provider. And I finally also listed a few winners that you need to take into account if you are ever considering a mail storage provider for your business or for yourself. Thank you so much for your attention. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.